Thanks to our dear friends and colleagues in Saskatoon for the fantastic and varied performances they have just shared with us. And hello from Edmonton. The live streaming has finally caught up with us here, and I have left Laurier to man the studio in the basement, while I am thrilled to be up here to welcome you to our concert on the stage of Convocation Hall in the Old Arts Building at the University of Alberta. With great pleasure, I hand the stage over to my dear friend and colleague, Shannon Hebert, and the wonderful cast of performers waiting to share their music with you.
Thank you very much, Beth. As we were waiting, I said I couldn't decide at the moment which glasses I was supposed to wear, whether I needed to see my text or whether I needed to see all of you. But now we begin. And I enjoyed a lot of the performances this morning online. And as I was watching the concert from London, Ontario, and listening to Bernstein's music, it reminded me of listening to his Harvard lectures when I was quite small. And this is the thought I'd like us to begin the concert with. Bernstein had a credo that he made up as he contemplated the future of music. And his decision was that music itself is a language just like the language that we speak, with syntax and structure and a root in harmony. Keats, the poet, said that music is a poetry that comes from deep within the earth, and that poetry, that music, is never dead as long as we are here to perceive the seasons, winter succeeding into spring, and so on. So today, we've seen this music, this poetry of the earth, spread from one end of our country to the other, forging a deep and meaningful connection between us and our colleagues and each other. We have a fantastic program this afternoon from members of the Edmonton music community. But before we begin, we'd like to welcome to the stage Heather Sweet, member of the Legislative Assembly of Alberta and representative of Edmonton Manning. Please welcome Heather Sweet.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for having me and for allowing me to bring greetings on behalf of our Premier Rachel Notley as well as our government caucus. This is an important event. It is amazing to see that we have this ability to communicate across the country, to share music, not only to support and heal each other, but also to be able to address the serious issue of suicide prevention. As many of you may know, I was a social worker for 12 years before I became elected, working with a population of youth that were street involved, along with some other high-risk lifestyles. And so I've had personal experience working with a variety of different individuals while dealing with mental health and addictions, as well as working in the area of suicide prevention. So I recognize that this is an important issue for many of us. As many of us in this room have been touched by suicide, we all know that every single one of us probably knows someone that is struggling with an addiction or mental health issues. And so I thank all of you for being here today to bring awareness to this, as well as to support each other as we continue to have this conversation. Our government is extremely committed to addressing the concerns around mental health and addictions. We just completed our mental health review, and we heard from thousands of Albertans who are addressing the fact that we need to improve our supports that we're providing individuals and our families to ensure that we are minimizing the impacts of addictions and mental health. So I hope you enjoy the music, as I'm looking forward to listening to all of the wonderful performers today. Thank you.